in organisms. Respiration in organisms. Okay. Observe. In last classes, you discussed about the different types of means cell biology. Different types of topics of the cell biology. For example, cell structure, types of the cells, like these different aspects. Now, another important chapter is respiration in organisms. What is respiration? What is respiration? How can we define the respiration process? How can? Respiration means is a biological process or life process. Life process or biological process. Life process by which cells derive their energy. Cells derive their energy. Cells, life process by which cells get their energy from the food materials. From the food materials. Is called respiration. It's called respiration. Life process by which cells get their energy from the food materials. From the food materials is called respiration process. Is called respiration process. Here, what will happen during the respiration? You know whether that each and every living organism take the oxygen continuously into their bodies. They take the oxygen continuously into their bodies. Are understanding? Observe carefully. Here, observe what is the use of this oxygen? Oxygen is used to break the food materials. To break food materials, oxygen is used. To form the energy ATP molecules. To form the ATP molecules. Oxygen is used. You know, breathing process. What is breathing? You know breathing. What is breathing process? Breathing means process of inhalation of air into lungs.
and exhalation of air from lungs into the from lungs into the atmosphere is called breathing. Is called breathing. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. Here, process of inhalation of air into the lungs and exhalation of air from lungs into the atmosphere is called breathing. Understanding? Breathing process means not respiration. Breathing process means not respiration. Respiration is a complex process. In this complex respiration process, breathing is a small step. Breathing is a small step. Okay, observe oneself. Next. Each and every living organism, must perform the respiration process. Without the respiration process, living organisms cannot exist on the earth. They cannot live because each and every part or each and every work requires energy. Without energy, no work takes place in organism's body. Okay, how can this energy is supplied to perform the functions? From where energy is came? From where energy is come? Actually, energy is liberated from the food materials by the process called respiration. During the respiration process, food material, that is, for example, glucose. Glucose is broken down into the glucose is broken down. Glucose is broken down into the carbon dioxide. Listen carefully here. What? carbon dioxide. Next, water. Next, energy. Okay, in all these products, energy is used by organisms. Used by organisms. Remaining additional energy is stored in the form of is stored in the form of ATP. Stored in the form of ATP. What is the full form of ATP? Adenosine triphosphate. Adenosine triphosphate. This is also called as actually energy currency. Understanding? Additional food material is stored in the form of ATP actually. In the form of ATP. Here already I told you, in ATP molecule, 3 phosphate molecules are present. How many? 3 phosphates are present here. What is the location of the respiration? Where respiration process occurs actually mitochondria. In last classes we discussed about cell organelle mitochondria. Inside of the mitochondria, cellular respiration process takes place. Understanding? Observe carefully. Cellular respiration process is taken place inside of the mitochondria. Okay. Next, each and every function. To do each and every function, living organisms need energy. Usually that energy is derived from the breakdown of glucose molecules. To break down the glucose molecules, respiration process helps. Okay, understanding? You know, animals, animals take the oxygen through breathing process. Through breathing. But what about plants? Can plants breathe? Can plants perform photo respiration? Can plants produce energy? Understanding? Can plants take oxygen? Yes. Plants also breathe. They can breathe. They can breathe. Observe carefully. How can they breathe? Listen carefully. Do they have nose? Do they have nose? No. Nose has two holes. Understanding? Nose have two holes. Very well that. Like nose, plants have number of holes. Number of pore-like structures are present on the plants. Number of pores are present on the plants. What are they? You know, in leaves, stomata are present. What? Stomata. Next, in stem. In stem. Some pore-like structures, lenticels. Pore-like structures, lenticels are present. Observe carefully. Lenticels. In roots, surface of surface of entire root system. Entire root system. Understanding? These are the nose-like structures. Nose-like structures in plants. Nose-like structures in plants. Observe all important points. Okay. First, let us study about respiration in plants. You know, plants perform photosynthesis. You know very well that. But plants, isn't it clear? Do plants perform respiration? Do plants perform respiration? Yes. Plants also perform the respiration process in addition to photosynthesis. In photosynthesis process, they take the carbon dioxide and they give the oxygen. No. But during the respiration process, plants take oxygen and give carbon dioxide. give carbon dioxide. Understanding? Here, during the daytime, rate of the photosynthesis is higher than rate of the respiration. Rate of the photosynthesis rate of the photosynthesis is higher than rate of the photosynthesis is high when compared to when compared to the rate of the respiration. Rate of the respiration. Whereas during the night time, during the night time, rate of rate of respiration rate of respiration is high when compared to rate of photosynthesis. Understanding? Observe carefully. During the night times, plants take more amount of carbon, more amount of oxygen. Okay, plants take more amount of oxygen during the daytime. During the daytime. Understanding? Next, they release the more amount of carbon dioxide during the release. They release the one here night time. Observe carefully. Okay. Listen here. They take the oxygen during the night time. During the night time, they release the carbon dioxide during the night time. During the daytime, they take carbon dioxide. They take carbon dioxide and they release the oxygen. They release the oxygen during the daytime. Okay. Next. Okay. Next observe. In leaves already told you. Stomata present. They help in respiration process, means gases exchange actually. Already studied about stomata. Stomata is surrounded by, this is the stomata. Stomata is surrounded by two kidney shaped cells. They are called God cells. They are called actually God cells. God cells are either kidney shaped or dumbbell shaped. Okay. Next, around the God cells, specialized epidermal cells are present. These are called subsidiary cells. These are called subsidiary cells. These are called subsidiary cells. Understanding? Observe carefully. Listen carefully. When we observe the leaf, for example, this is the inner membrane of the leaf. Here, around the guard cells, like this, 8 space is present here. Next here, guard cells. God cells, God cells, stomata, egg space. These are all collectively called as stomata complex. Okay. Stomata complex. Okay, understanding. Usually, this air space or air chamber is lined with water film. Is lined with water film. Water. Okay. Now observe how respiration process occurs here. How means observe carefully. Here, atmospheric air is entered into the air space through stomata. Observe carefully. Observe carefully. Here, atmospheric air. What? Atmospheric air. Atmospheric air entered into the air space through stomata. Here, in atmospheric air, oxygen concentration is more when compared to the water film. When compared to water film, in atmospheric air, oxygen concentration is high. That is why from atmospheric air, oxygen is diffused into the water. Means oxygen is mixed with the water present in air space. Present in air space. Next, from this water film, oxygen is entered into the adjacent cell. Adjacent cells. Okay, here. From these cells, next this oxygen is transported into the next cell. From next cell to next cell, this oxygen from the atmosphere is entered into the each and every cell. Means oxygen is supplied to each and every cell in this manner. First, atmospheric air is entered into the air chamber. In air chamber, oxygen is dissolved in water film present in this air space. After dissolving, oxygen from the water that is transported to the adjacent cells. From those cells, oxygen is transported to next cells. From there, next cells. Ultimately, oxygen is reached to each and every cell of the plant body. Okay, this is very important here. In this manner, oxygen can enter into the cell, enter into the plants. From that plant, they are transported to each and every part. Okay, this is in leaves. Now in stems. In stems, lenticels. What? Lenticels. Listen carefully here. Lenticels. Lenticels are present in stem. They are formed because of secondary growth. Because of secondary growth. Lenticels are developed on the stem through lenticels like this manner. Through lenticels like this manner, oxygen is entered into the plant. Okay. Next, carbon dioxide is released out of the plant. Released out of the plants. Are understanding? Through lenticels. This is important. Remember. Observe yourself. But here, some plants which are grown in wet soils, marshy areas. Okay. For example, this is root system. Here, root system is surrounded by a number of soil particles. Number of they are arranged loosely between the soil particles. Actually, fluid filled space, air filled space is present, means air space. Air space. In normal soils, around the root system, air space are present. In air spaces, air is present. This air is utilized by root system. Utilized by root system. But in plants growing in marshy areas, okay, their roots are surrounded by soil particles, but between the soil particles, these air spaces are filled with water. Air spaces are filled with water. Are you understanding? Observe carefully. In such conditions, roots of this plant cannot take the oxygen. If roots cannot take the oxygen, they cannot live. If there are no roots, there will be no plant. That is why such plants, such type of plants, they develop lateral roots that are grown horizontally just below the soil surface. Just below the soil surface. Horizontal root, lateral roots are developed from the root system of this type of plants. From these horizontally growing lateral roots, vertical roots are developed. What? Vertical roots are developed. Like this. Observe carefully vertical roots. What is the use of these roots? They take the oxygen from the environment. Inside of the soil, oxygen is absent. That is why some plants, usually mangrove plants, they can develop this type of vertical outgrowths. They are called usually aerial roots. Aerial roots. Nematodes. They are also called as nematodes. They are also called as needs or breathing roots. Breathing roots. Veramen roots. Okay, after carefully, they take the oxygen into their roots and these roots supply oxygen to each and every part of the root. This one type of respiration examples are okay. Examples are Abyssinia. What? Abyssinia. Next, Rhizophora. Rhizophora. These are usually nematodes or needs or breathing roots or velamen roots. Okay. Nematophores. These are called nematodes means pores present on the roots. These are pores present on the roots. Roots are also called as nematophores. Nematophores. Are understanding? Observe carefully. Actually, in normal plants, this is root system. Imagine this is root system. Here, soil particles are present. Between the soil particles, 8 spaces are present. 8 spaces are filled with 8. 8 spaces are filled with 8. Are understanding? 8 spaces are filled with 8. Now observe these 8. From this atmospheric air, oxygen is diffused into the root system. Oxygen is diffused into the root system. Carbon dioxide is diffused out of the root system. Okay, means gaseous exchange process takes place. Gaseous exchange process is takes place. But in some plants, okay, in some plants which are grown in marshy soils or marshy areas, in that type of plants, roots are surrounded by water. Roots are surrounded by water instead of air. Instead of air. Understanding? Now, in such conditions, roots of this type of plants cannot get the oxygen. That is why they cannot perform photosynthesis. They will die. But to exist, to survive in such conditions, these type of plants created some adaptations. What are they? What are they? Here, these type of plants grow some lateral, horizontally growing roots. Lateral roots are developed from the main root system. These lateral roots are grown horizontally just below the soil surface. Then, from here and there, from here and there, here vertical roots are originated from the horizontally grown lateral roots. These vertical outgrowths are called usually nematophores. Nematophores. These nematophores take the oxygen. They take oxygen. They are also called as respiratory roots. What? Respiratory roots. Understanding? When we observe the structure of the external structure of the nematophore, small lenticel-like pores are present. Small lenticel-like pores are present. These are called usually nematodes. What? Nematodes. Here, through these nematodes, oxygen is entered into the respiratory route. Okay, from here, that oxygen is transported into the horizontally growing root. From here, oxygen is transported to main root system. Main root system. Understanding? Like this. Observe carefully. Some plants, some aquatic plants, they created some adaptations like hollow stem. Okay, they have hollow stem. Oxygen is entered into the hollow stem through lenticels. Through that hollow stem, oxygen is transported to the earth. Entire atmospheric air is transported to the roots. Then roots can get the oxygen. Okay, in some aquatic plants, very large intercellular spaces are present in stem. Through these large intercellular spaces or air spaces, oxygen atmospheric air is transported. Ultimately, it reaches to the root system. Okay. Like this, there are some adaptations in plants to get the oxygen. To get the oxygen. Understanding? Observe once. Okay, observe. Next, seeds. Seeds. In seeds perform respiration